We're here in Seattle. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Seattle Mariners. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. And our pitcher tonight, Shane McClanahan. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, a pretty standard 4-pitch mix. He's got the fastball, change speeds, 2 breaking balls. You know, all can be really effective if they're coming out of the same arm slot and really staying in that tunnel for a good bit.
All right, ready to get underway. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. And we're underway here in the home opener.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball, 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
That's ball 2. Out to center. Rodriguez on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Batting second, center fielder Byron Buxton.
That one fouled off. And a foul ball. That misses. Ball 1.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
The 1-2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
That's outside. That's out. Ball 3. Breaking ball, and that got him. Here's Jose Ramirez. Runner on the move. Pitch is low. throw. Safe. Buxton, the runner at second with one away. The 1-1. That one is absolutely belted. And it is out of here.
Ball in.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
The 2-1. That clips the corner. And there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Brian Reynolds digs in for the Guardians. This one smoked, could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Man at second. Check swing, he held up. 2 balls, no strikes. Base hit center field. Coming around third is Reynolds. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. Stepping up for the Guardians, Nick Gonzalez. Foul ball. First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point.
Ball.
Just missed.
Just out.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Coming home. 1 run is in.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
0-1. Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to.
Throws to first, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the mound for Cleveland in this one, Jacob deGrom. How about a report on him, Chris?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Luis Arraez stands in. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
Ball. Ball.
Right through there for a strike. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Batting second, shortstop, Brendan Donovan.
Aye. Ball.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. He's there. He's got it. 2 away now. 2 outs. Base is empty. And up next for Seattle, Max Muncy. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power.
That's right.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. DeGrom gets the strikeout. Back in Seattle, we move ahead to the top of the second now. Ezequiel Tovar digs in for the Guardians. And first offering is fouled off. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
And there's one away.
Up next for Cleveland, left fielder Stephen Kwan.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. And the lefty with the 0-1. Now a fly ball to right center. Rodriguez settles under this one, and there's 2 down. So Buxton gets a chance to hit now. Byron Buxton, former second overall pick back in 2012, right after Carlos Correa became the first pick in that draft. 2 down, nobody on. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. 2-1 now. Just missed.
Inside.
And that's low for ball 4.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
0-1.
Buxton on the run. Pitch
Ball,
misses.
that's off the plate.
He can throw to second. He's safe. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Sal Stewart. He's 0 for 1. Six straight outside the strike zone. And there's a foul ball. 2 on, 2 outs.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Here comes Buxton flying around third. One run across. Another comes in to score. It's 6-0. And he's got a 2-run triple.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
Runner at third, 2 away.
Ball 2.
That's ripped into the outfield. And that'll do it. Bottom of the second. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Out towards right center field. Buxton under this one. And there's one down.
Batting fifth, catcher, Adley Rutschman.
Tap foul at the plate. DeGrom. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. 1-2. Got him. 2 out. And now it's Dalton Varsho.
Hey!
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
That one at the knees for a strike. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Think it's time I run it double triple whoa, 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 hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Cold walk up in the spot, they got my wrecks.
New inning getting started. Now it's the Guardians DH, Riley Green. Green starting as the designated hitter. Batting sixth in today's lineup. And his batting average this season is over 400.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That missed by a lot. And it's 2-1. Late swing, foul to the left. Here's the 2-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
Second baseman, Nick Gonzalez.
Ball, that's low.
In the air, right field. Jones should have this one. And there's 2 away. Carter Jensen digs in for the Guardians. Grounded out his first time up. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar.
And that is that. Back at T-Mobile Park, and stepping in for the Mariners, Spencer Jones. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do? Struck him out swinging. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Jackson Holiday.
On the ground. Nice grab. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Back to the top of the Seattle order. Luis Arias will hit next. Led off the game with a strikeout. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Two down, nobody on. Right side, and that one handled. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
This is first class. This ain't roll call. Say I switched up. Say I'm closed off. Wasn't friends back then. I don't know y'all. Remember you never bet on me then.
Back in Seattle, start of the 4th, Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez drifts towards it, and a quick out, number 1. Foul ball there. 0-1. Just
outside,
missed.
that's a ball.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Here's a high chopper. Holiday tosses to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Yeah, that's fouled off. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
That one misses, and it's 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Popped up. Donovan in position. And that's the 3rd out.
Yo, they say that comeback is stronger than this.
Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Mariners, Brendan Donovan.
Shortstop, Brendan Donovan.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Well, these Mariners just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
In the dirt.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Two. That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's 6-1.
Back-to-back base hits. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
Yep, that
and
ball
that's
went
off
out.
the outside edge, and that's ball one.
Ball, that's inside.
That catches the corner.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Man at second. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Up next for the Mariners, catcher Adley Rutschman.
The pitch backed up a little bit, expecting it to go middle away, and it just sort of stayed on the inside corner. Probably good take, because he would have gotten jammed had he swung the bat.
That one lifted to left. Kwan coming on. 2 down. Dalton Varsho now at the plate.
Mariners, left fielder Dalton Varsho.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Pitch kicks away. No movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Ball, that's down.
Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. Back at T-Mobile Park, stepping up for the Guardians. Sal Stewart, Sir Anthony Dominguez gets the call from the pen.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Swings over the top of that one.
You know, these Guardians really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And there's one away.
Up next for Cleveland, right fielder Brian Reynolds.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Fought off foul. And it's even up.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Oh, he can't squeeze it. Still able to fire over, and they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. Here's Riley Green. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Can't glove it cleanly. The flip, and he's out. Touchdown, and that ends the inning. Back in Seattle and stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez.
Well, these
Ball.
Mariners,
Down.
as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. The 1-1. And that chops in for a strike. Hard ground ball, base down. And a good start to the inning.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Snags it on the run. Runner tagging from first. Back to first, and he's safe. Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. He's 0 for 1.
Jackson Holliday.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position. One out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Ball. That's inside.
Sets him down looking. Strikeout number
Up next
8.
For the Mariners, designated hitter, Luis Arraez.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. In the air, left field. Base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs.
There you
But
go.
sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
He went around, according to Carl Dixon. And the 0-1. Line drive, that's a base hit. Rodriguez in to score. It's 6-2.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy. Arraez, the lead runner at second. Donovan at first. 2 out of the inning. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning.
Slide to the spot, drip down, no girl, Miss Style, you never seen a play like this. Look at my flip, what you spent on your rent, double down, now you know what I got on my list. Young chick, big game, top slick.
Top 6, stepping up for the Guardians, Nick Gonzalez. That's back there. Out of here. On the mound now, Mason Fluharty. He's into the game with the bases empty. Check swing, and he went. 0-1. Jensen, 22 years old, and he was a third-round pick in 2021. 0-1 gets a check swing. Appeal to third, and he held up. One now. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Gets a piece and stays alive.
flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
Here's a 1-2.
Ball, that's too high.
Swings and misses on the baseball up in the zone for the strikeout. Ezequiel Tovar getting ready to hit. Oh, great stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for Cleveland, left fielder Stephen Kwan.
And that one upstairs, ball one. This one in the air, center field. And that'll do it. Well, we go bottom six. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Now pitching for
So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Tony Santillan.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Tap foul at the plate. In for a strike. Good slider. And down on strikes he goes. One gone here.
For the Mariners, catcher Adley Rutschman.
Inside.
Inside.
Ball one. The Guardians leading by 5 here in the bottom of the 6th. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
The 2-1. On the ground, right side, Stewart. He takes it on his own. Now 2 out. 2 outs, base is empty. Dalton Varsho up next for the Mariners. 1 for 2.
Ball one. Hey!
That finds the mark on the inside corner.
Nope. That's inside.
Time call. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. Two down, nobody on. Inside, almost got him. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. Over to first. What a play. Inning over. We go to the top of the 7th. Stepping up for the Guardians, Byron Buxton. New pitcher for the Mariners, Clayton Beeter.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game. Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. That one a little bit high. Ball one.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Nope, that's a
Check
ball.
swing, no appeal. Ball two. On the ground to first, into the outfield, base hit.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Pulled that one right in the direction of the shifted defense, but no one could make a play on it. I mean, that's his approach, and it's probably not changing.
At the plate, Sal Stewart. Stewart in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. And now the 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. Dive, and he's got it. Throws from his knees in the dirt. And he can't hang on to it. Almost a fantastic play. First and second and nobody out. Brian Reynolds here. 1 for 3. Clobber to right field. Way back. Gone.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it, save the rest of that bullpen, somehow stop the bleeding.
Ball inside.
Fastball for a strike. 4 runs already in the frame here in the top half of inning number 7. This one smoked on its way out of here. Nick Gonzalez digs in for the Guardians. That's in there. 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Ooh, Bayo. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Set down on strikes. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Yuki Matsui.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Ball one.
Bouncer to second. Holiday slings to first in time. 2 down, bases empty. Now a chance for Ezequiel Tovar. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit.
Wastes no time there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Nope.
This one in the air. Muncy moving under it. And that is that. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, and I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious. The left-hander on now, Hogan Harris. And he has some nasty breaking stuff. Oh, that got away from him.
Got him.
And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
For the Mariners, right fielder.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Ahmed Rosario. A runner at first for him, nobody out. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. And now Jackson Holliday. The Mariners going with a pinch hitter, Angel Martinez.
Oh, one.
Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. Here at the bottom of the seventh.
Ball two.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question. Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Draws the walk there.
Up next for the Mariners.
Back to the top of the order. Now it's the Mariners DH, Luis Arraez. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Pinch hitter coming on, Victor Robles. A runner at first for him, nobody out. Out to short. On to Gonzalez for one. Over to first, but he beats it.
So he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
One out man at first. Brendan Donovan up next for the Mariners. In the dirt. Now a quick throw to first. Robles dives back in.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Man at first, one away. Robles runs in the dirt, blocked. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base.
It's a base running right there.
Up the middle. Handles, throws to first, and there's two down.
Up next for the Mariners, third baseman, Max Muncy.
fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. And he dodges that fastball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Runners breaking for the plate. Got him swinging for the K. They limit the damage here. Back at T-Mobile Park, we're in the top of the 8th. Byron Buxton digs for the Guardians. The pitcher on here, Carlos Vargas. Looks like a pinch hitter for the Guardians, George Valera. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball. That's in. Ball 2.
In the air, right field. Rosario running hard after it. And there's one down.
Up next for Cleveland, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. The Guardians up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. And that's a one-out single.
He was all over that one. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time.
Hicks at the plate now, and that's strike one. Next one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez under it. 2 down. Ryan Reynolds digs in for the Guardians.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. Makes the catch up against the wall. Back in Seattle, and now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Hayden Birdsong takes over on the mound.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Mariners, catcher Adley Rutschman.
In the dirt, and it scoots away. No advance, though. The 1-0. Now this one gets away from the catcher. Runner stays where he is, but the count moves to 2-0. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Ball, that's
That
it.
one inside. Ball 3.
We got time.
Time asked for now ahead of the 3-1 pitch. Guerrero on at first. Nobody out. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Makes the catch. 1 down. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play. Dalton Varsho, the next to hit. And now it's even up. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that will end the inning.
Worked all day, now it's time.
Back at T-Mobile Park. Now it's the Guardians DH, Riley Green.
Now pitching.
Eric Sabrowski gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Eric Sabrowski.
Looks like a pinch hitter for the Guardians, Josh Smith.
Nope. Ball 1.
The lefty, the 1-0. Sabrowski, a 6'4" lefty, 28 years old, and he was born in Canada. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. On the ground. And that chance handled. Throws to first in time. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Up next for Cleveland, second baseman Nick Gonzalez.
And the 0-1.
That's a ball.
Right through there for a strike. The Guardians up big in this one here at the top of the 9th.
Ball in.
That one
That's ball
just
3.
misses.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Line and a base hit into right. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Jensen, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Center field. Rodriguez under it. And there are 2 down.
Up next for Cleveland, shortstop Ezequiel Tovar.
Out towards right center field. Rosario on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Back in Seattle, we head to the bottom of the ninth. Julio Rodriguez digs in now.
Ball one.
High fly ball, right field. One up, one down.
Up next for the Mariners.
The Mariners going with a pinch hitter, Luis Angel Acuna. Looking to start something with one gone. And a swing and a miss. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
Got him looking. Down to the last out for the Mariners. 2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Angel Martinez. He reached out a walk his first time. And a foul ball. The M's down to their final strike. Got him! And that's the ball game. DeGrom with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
12-4 is the way this one finishes. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.